So that evil-hearted dwarf survived the sea only to go to the gallows. Good.
Commander, a word in your ear. Now listen, your wife hung some shipwrecked nobody. So be it. But today, she has before her, why don't you have a chat with your wife? She's a stickler for the law.
Commander, have you heard about this disgusting dwarven defiler of women? Now, if he had taken his pick to one of his own kind's mines, I might...
We can do better than this.
It doesn't do to give the enemy reason both to despair and to hope, Commander. Pray try a little harder. Your enthusiasm is admirable, Commander, but I fear it is rather misplaced.
Hardly has one dwarf left my courtroom heading for the hangman when another is brought forth. He's some high-ranking politician this time. The man is a barbarian and has an ill reputation, but without more solid evidence than the girl's testimony, I can see no other option than to acquit him on all charges. I shan't deny I'm quite tempted to do so. A cur such as this doesn't merely objectify women, he dehumanizes them. Perhaps a wee spell in the...
grave be their destiny!
No mountain can stop us!
Let's get this dance of death started! The grave be their destiny! We'll crush them one leg at a time! It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. Pay me in blood. On a pale horse. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Anti-ground turret completed. Construction underway, Commander. The grave be their destiny. We'll crush them one leg at a time. I will crush their bones. No one defies the will of the Emperor. What is it now? We'll crush them one leg at a time. The Emperor shows us the way. We'll crush them one leg at a time. The grave be their destiny. Yes. It'll be built in a jiffy. Construction in progress. What is it now? Let death extend its grasp. We're out of recruits, Commander. Recruitment citadel completed. I see dead people. Seems like the enemy is ready to construct devastators. Yes. Your unit will soon be ready. Recruitment citadel completed. The Emperor's enemy is my enemy. Construction underway, Commander. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Trooper ready to march. Will be built in a jiffy. Death hungers. Construction in progress. Anti-ground turret completed. It'll be built in a jiffy. War factory completed. Construction in progress. Your unit will soon be ready. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Death to the false ones. Is that a tree? Well, not anymore. The Emperor shows us the way. Anti-ground turret completed. Doctors in the house. No flying doctors, Jags, okay? That's impossible, Commander.
Here, fresh from the barracks.
The grave be their destiny.
Sound the trumpets, hunters here. On the trail. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
All for hail.
Reinforcements requested.
Bring me the spoils of war. All oiled up and ready to go. There'll be a tavern.
Death before failure.
Horror of horrors, Commander. Claudella, our foremost artist, turns out to be a sinner of sapphic sentiments. Such transgression cannot be condoned. The gods will not stand for it. All her work...
Once more, the undead are in an uproar over nothing, Commander. Now they are systematically tearing down the statues of their own foremost art. Please tell Yorick to calm his kin. A civilized...
Remember I mentioned the artist Della Gecko a while ago, Commander? Brilliant. Gay. Well, I have another example. The undead sculptress Claudella, who sadly perished, she was an artist of profound mastery, revered by every single one of the undead, but now that in her last will and testament she revealed to have had a long-standing physical relationship, beautiful bronzes, marvelous marbles, all are falling under the hypocrites' hammers. But you can do something about this, Commander. You can stop this madness. And if you won't, give me the order and I'll bash the skull of each vandal I meet. Couldn't have said it better myself. Cheers, Commander. You're officially a patron of the arts now. I shall raise a toast to you tonight. And in the meantime...
Another battle lost and won.
Your latest victory was Orin.
Stand in the path.
Horror of horror.
Step by step you bring us. It shall be my honor.
Привет. Что ты там играешь? Я что-то не понял. Я зашел, там вроде какая-то графика нормальная. Ну я просто скриншоты когда смотрел, но там вообще какая-то не очень ужасно. А ты у меня что-то просил посмотреть утром? Сейчас зайду в Steam. Что-то вроде бесплатный сундук дали какой-то, не заметил, сейчас заметил. Выпало 2 чемпиона. Мальфит и Тарик. Полезно. С каждого по 200 центов. Такое за левел падает.
You remain true to your legacy. You make.
Approach. Yes,
А за сколько ты ее взял? Хм. Походу. Ну да. Здесь что-то есть. Не захожу в главный, бензина кидает. Комплит. Ну, если уже соберемся, все равно на платиру не подорожает. О, Нео есть на ПК. А, это портировали, что ли? Нео. Или он был на ПК? Это Complete Edition. А. О.
Good news, Commander! The undead riots have been squelched, and the many artworks of Claudella that escaped their pitiful ire, that'll show those intolerant bastards! This is a great victory for mankind everywhere. A victory of nature over nurture. Of freedom over oppression. This whole business was about art, of course, but still. Let that be the lesson.
What a splendid victory that was.
Bloody good show, Commander.
Under my rule, you'd be given.
Do you want a government that is despotic or democratic in nature? That was the question, Commander. And the results of our referendum have just come in. As a Republican, I am very glad to announce that a slight majority of
Я
the
эти
populace answered with
видосики
the word
типа посмотрел. Некоторые видео, которые ты
Do you
скидывал.
want a government that is despotic or democratic in nature?
Мама пришла такая, ну
That was
давай
the question,
показывай.
Commander.
Ну я ей
And
включил,
results
она
of our
такая, ой,
referendum
нет, я
have just
такое
come
не
in.
хочу смотреть, долго, 20
As a
минут, он все это
Republican,
время
I'm very-
говорить будет, а? Да-да-да-да. Ну да. Мне, в принципе, просто нужно вот это дробное питание и плюс к этому от инсулина тоже контролировать и то, и другое.
First she wants a referendum, and now she demands elections. What is it with Prospera, Commander? Does she think we have nothing?
I warned you, Commander, but did you listen? No. Now that's...
The people's answer was, like I said, quite predictable. And now it's a pony-sized pickle we're in.
You've been gambling with your gods-given right to the throne, Commander, but
Fantastic, Commander.
Макс какой? Ольга или Макс? Макс какой? Он еще заходит. Он еще заходит.
have gone against us. You may think you have won, Commander, but you have done no such thing. What is left of Claudella's works is locked away in so-called...
Bravo, Commander. You...
За один бой или вообще? За один бой или вообще? Отсылочка. Ну, прикольно, да. Я сейчас стрим не смотрю, потому что мне что-то прилагает, ну, голос твой в Discord. Не, мне именно Discord прилагает. А Wi-Fi у меня нет.
Ah, you return from whatever it is you do these days. Do forgive me if I'm a bit curt, but I'm still a tad shocked by Sir Silvervane's rather unpleasant outburst. I ruled in favor of Igna. She's the molested chambermaid, in case you've forgotten. And Falstaff's buddy Desmond is on his way to the salt mines with a new pair of boots and a 10-year invitation. His conviction by my hand is tenuous at best, and I think a few colleagues would have spoken against me had... trust you to contribute with an oversimplification, which still implies I might have been wrong, but that we simply shouldn't care. Oh, damn that boorish dwarf. What are his accusations but worthless words on a hypocritical wind? You should have seen Igna tearfully thanking me for imprisoning the monster that defiled her. They can say what they want about me, to my face or behind my back, but I...
Да, там.
Huzzah! Fire all cannons! Desmond the Disgusting has defiled his last dame, and unless he carves us...
Please do not elicit my company, Commander, for I still seethe with rage and may say things I cannot take back. Your wife has seen it.
Were that I were the monarch and you the general, I'd kill for one of your powers, whereas you hardly have need of us. In truth, it has hardly begun. We have a lot of work.
You fight with cunning, Commander, and you lead by example. Your example, of course, was I.
Чё тыква? Divinity прошел, да? А начинал? Divinity прошел, да? А начинал?
Stop us! What are your orders, my lord?
Where's my gold, Commander? There better be a tavern. Here's to you, sire.
Construction underway, Commander. I'll leave a trail of smoke and flame. Closer to victory, my lord. I'll leave a trail of smoke and flame. Enemy troopers can now capture our buildings. You and I think alike, my lord. Your unit will soon be ready. Will be built in a jiffy.
There'd better be a tavern. A straight line now.
Trooper awaiting your instructions, Commander. Faster, faster! I want to go faster! Anything for the Empire!
There'd better be a tavern.
Every move is a step closer to victory, my lord. Recruitment Citadel completed.
Time to get drunk and fight.
Reinforcements requested. That's impossible, Commander. Construction underway, Commander.
Tell my daughter I tried through.
Better be on the lookout for enemy grenadiers, Commander.
Ale for all.
Will be built in a jiffy. Construction underway, Commander. I need a target, quickly! Recruitment Citadel completed. Troopers awaiting your decision, sire. Will be built in a jiffy. Battle forge completed. Battle forge completed. War factory completed. Construction in progress. Your unit will roll out momentarily, Commander. Unit is being manufactured, Commander. Anything for the Empire. We'll crush them one leg at a time. Praise be their destiny. Construction underway, Commander. Horse of steel riding out.
What do you think of my constitutional draft, Commander? Is it not a pinnacle of progress? No longer will we have just the formal list of 6. No. All of the civilized races will be deemed equal
You taught our enemy the meaning of...
Folly has taken hold of Prospera, Commander. Senselessness instilled by an overtly prolonged exposure to the vulgar vagaries of lesser counselors. Words like peace, stability, respect, cooperation are being flounced about as if they really mean the Now, I may drink with a dwarf from time to time if there be no other company. I may parley with an imp if it's technobabble I'm after. But to call these beings my equals is a sea-spanning bridge too far, and I'd like you to stop Prospera's proposal dead in its tracks. If that is how it must be, reality will have to be the instrument that shall shatter the dreams of fiction. For a work of fiction...
I wonder why Prospera would suggest such a radical reform of law, Commander. Why she would want it in writing that all of us are each other's equals. It's not a bad idea,
Oh, look, it's an equal of mine. And over there, another one. All is well in this land of unicorns and rainbows. Now, please excuse me, for I shall drink...
Мне тоже. Мне кажется, она это... Типа, не каждые 24 часа, а обновляется. Мне тоже. Мне кажется, она это... Типа, не каждые 24 часа,
A demon I have
а
bound.
обновляется.
My privilege, Commander.
What do you think of my The elections you so graciously allowed us to organize are over, Commander. Rivlon will have its first president, and he is in this very room right now. None other than Sir Falstaff Silvervein. The republic we lizards have so long sought to create is about to become a reality.
Commander, even though it is I who won the elections and will take your place for some 5 years when we vote anew, I think you'd be a damnable dumbbell.
These last few days have been a horror, Commander. Posters of Falstaff everywhere. Oh, that silly grin. Falstaff for president was the only cry you heard. And
Gods protect us, Commander. We hold one election and Falstaff wins. Curious how in some districts 100% of the vote went to him. Curious how in others entire barrels of votes went missing.
The road to redemption is paved with prayer, Commander, and you are in need of redemption indeed.
You, dear dragon, are a truly great man, for you have brought democracy to Rivlon. Still, we all agree that until the war is actually won,
You should not have done this, Commander. Abdication was a stupid thing to do. I, Sir Silvervein, will be a good president, but who will be next? An abdication was a...
Dear Lord, Commander. May every power that be protect our Green Mother under Falstaff's rule. Prospero may think you have given us a gift.
You have neither respect nor love for the Seven, Commander. That much...
no, what?
You, dear dragon,
Я пока дошел.
Dear me, I haven't slept a wink, Commander. What a ruckus. Why is it that talk of morality always ends up in mayhem? Ethics in bedlam. Let them decide the color of curtains in town halls or what type of...
I'd like to nail Prospero's split tongue to a rocket and set it aimed for a bent-over bog giant. Sign, she said. You'll be respected like dwarfs, she said. Well, now we have to pay like dwarves too, and that...
Oh, my prophetic soul, Commander. Let them sign 1,000 declarations of unity and equality. Each one of them rips open new wounds and makes old ones bleed. No sooner was Prospera's draft turned into law than the true ramifications of her constitution to be proven right. It has long been a given to me, but never do I quite tire of it. Such is the satisfaction of superiority, Commander.
out of recruits, Commander.
Bang for your buck! Bring me the spoils of war! No mountain can stop us! Bring me the spoils of war!
My reputation precedes me.
Ale for all! No mountain can stop us!
Of course, my lord. We fight for freedom.
In a straight line now!
Dead set to it. Ready for the Blitzkrieg.
In a straight line now!
Construction in progress. That rolling thunder you hear in the distance, those are enemy armors. I see dead people. All is ours for the taking.
For your buck! They'll be squished like grapes, sire!
Completed. Wall factory completed.
Ale for all!
I've got big guns and I cannot handle. Construction in progress. Enemy shavings can cripple our troops. Hardly fair. The enemy can carry troops right across the seas with their transports, Commander. Access to assets. Death will rain down on us. No one escapes the tools.
Sorry, I didn't notice you there. Seems the undead are formally accusing the dwarves of invading their sovereignty by means of a subtle but nefarious scheme. After opening banks in what was supposed to be a bid to stimulate local economy in undead provinces, the unfortunate homeowners can no longer pay their mortgages, are evicted, and their lands and properties go to the bank. It would seem the dwarves have been playing this trick on a very large scale. Yorick's plea is a simple one. He wants me to condemn this scheme as illegal. From the looks of it, though, it's all above board, if one negates the moral angle. So you're ever so subtly implying you'd like me to put a stop to their knavish enterprise, hmm? You know what? I'll do it. Just like that. Oh, the things I do for love.
Damn those undead! Bunch of ungrateful wretches! Dwarven banks boost their pathetic economy!
Commander, I have furnished your wife with a letter that... Now, I don't dispute that Lady Camilla is the judge and that the responsibility is hers. But she's also just a woman. And they tend to be so... capricious.
Вообще-то, блин, сейчас пойду картошечку помню. Походу вот это микрофон, меня хорошо слышно. Вот, видишь, вот этот вот. Вот, блин. Тут, в общем-то... Ну да. Тут, в общем, понимаешь, как, в чем вся фишка сделана. Как направлен дисплей. Тут же как бы вот, если я вверх поднимаю его, то хуже слышно. Таня хочет с тобой пообщаться.
Я не хочу. Что ты думаешь вообще? Что хочешь, ты и болтай. Привет, что там?